Welcome back, everybody, to 99 Episode 4. Episode 4.
Oh, yeah. Except for we use parts for these for that very reason. Although I guess it doesn't matter after this one.
Yeah.
Well, in the last episode, we successfully brought Kujo into the fold, but now we're going to try and stop Yoichi if we don't get stopped by Sora first. Hi, Sora.
Oh, man.
I totally forgot she was supposed to be here.
寄り道するなら連絡しなさいよ。
Says the person who essentially broke into my apartment.
It's not breaking in if I have a key.
一緒にご飯食べようと思って待ってたの。
Then you should have been the one to call, not me.
察して、兄なら妹の気持ちを。
That would have led to a very different episode too.
I don't live in Alaska.
Ha.
We'll leave in a bit, so get ready.
やったー。
I breathe a sigh, remove my shoes at the door, and take off my school blazer. Sora probably isn't a user just yet, so I shouldn't take her to the park. I need to hurry up and eat, see Sora off, and make sure I'm not late for the stakeout.
ハンバーガー食べたい。モック行こうモック。
I forgot about McDonald's.
I did too.
But hey, it's perfect. We can get some food for the stakeout.
We can do I'm doing, I guess kind of fine meal. Fine, all right.
Huh?
So let me ask, have you noticed anyone strange in your class?
変なやつ？
Yeah, I mean, aside from you.
Huh?
I'm asking if there's anyone strange, aside from you.
なんだお前、喧嘩売ってんのか？
Enough lip, just tell me is there or isn't there.
変なやつとか急に言われてもわかんないよ。
Yeah, like someone emotionally unstable or someone who bursts out yelling a lot.
You know, somebody who tends to have kind of fiery outbursts.
怖っ、いないよそんな人。
I don't think that is a no.
I'd venture that means he's not showing signs of going berserk yet. In which case, I might be able to stop that fire before it happens, but...
何？なんでそんなこと聞くの？
Just curious.
なんとなくて。あ、わかった。私が心配なんでしょう。
How did you know?
Say what?
美少女の妹が変なのに目をつけられてないか心配なんでしょ。もうブラコンなんだから。
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
This is where, if he had those memories, he's having flashbacks.
Uh-huh.
おい今鼻で笑っただろ。
A little.
Because your idea is ludicrous.
ムカつく。許せねえ。こいつ許せねえよ。
Oh, that reminds me.
なんだまだあんのか。
No, I just remember there's a new season of Futurama coming up.
Check your wallet.
ん？なんで？
Check your wallet. Bring it out.
だからなんでよ。
I know your little scheme. I'm not treating you. We're splitting the bill.
なんてケチな兄だ。
Oh, that's rich.
All right, I'm all changed. Let's go.
え、早くない？
Oh, then I'll go out on my own.
Hey, if you don't want to eat at K&W hours, find someone else to eat with.
なんだよまあそういうこと言うなよ。行くよ行きますよ。
Not to. We're gonna go get dinner at a late 5 o'clock p.m.
Early bird special.
Don't forget anything.
はいはいはい。
And next time you make a visit, make sure to call me first. I won't tell you not to come.
え、何急に優しい。怖い。
Well, I just want to make sure that I can get the locks changed beforehand.
I'm not paying for you.
お兄ちゃんチュキチュキ。
Quit trying to turn my stomach and let's go eat.
はいはい。わかりました。
Good try.
本当におごってくれなかった。
Well,
I like how he effectively traveled back in time to create the perfect timeline where no one gets killed by the evil eye. So 2 people get saved from that. And to try and save the guy who goes berserk. Saving 3 people's lives and saving the world and getting rid of Iris. And also in that list is like, hey, wait a minute. You remember that time I spent $5 for Sora?
you know what? When he's saving everything else, he may as well save some money.
I'm a man of my word.
くそ、帰りに漫画買うつもりだったのに、貸してやんないかな。
Well, you didn't buy any, so what would I borrow?
Timeline change.
Oh yeah, oh no.
Who cares? Be careful on the way home.
おーい、じゃあね。
Yep, see ya.
I see Sora off and check the time on my phone. If I start heading to the park now, I can make it just on time. Yuichi probably won't be there until much later into the night, but it'd be no laughing matter if we show up there later only to find the deed already done. Sure, I can rewind with Overlord, but I still need to find out an exact time. 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe even more. We might be in for the long haul. I should hit up the convenience store.
ちょっといいかしら。
Oh,
Sophie, surprise! Sophie appears from a rift in space. No one else can see Sophie, so I don't really have to be careful, but... I mean, we still probably shouldn't be standing outside of the train station talking to ourselves. This isn't New York City.
or a lot of other cities.
You know what? Touche.
Actually.
I go to the side of the street, pull out my phone, and place it against my ear. Oh, that's smart. Okay.
暴走するこの件だけど、ちょっと何してるの？
Pretending like I'm on the phone. I mean, I'd look mighty suspicious just holding a conversation with myself, don't you think? So, did you find something out?
残念だけど手遅れね。
Oh.
He's already eroding?
ええ、すでに兆候が。急激に侵食が進んで、あさってに爆発といったところかしら。
Ambrosia. Yeah, I assume that's still not done yet?
アンブロシアのことも知っているのね。ストックはあるからあげるわよ。
Oh, cool.
It's too much to handle for a human in this world, isn't it? Mess up and they die?
死んだらオーバーロードでやり直せばいいじゃない。
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, don't just say that so lightly. I can't gamble with people's lives.
自分の命を使うより楽なのに。
That's my point.
ま、好きにしたらいいけれど。こちらの世界の人間に合わせたアンブロシアの完成は
I do
もうしばらく
kind
時
of
間がかかる
see
わよ。
how the seeds are there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can see how, you know, Sophie's working for the good guys and she limits herself and creates rules and regulations and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can always see little moments where you're like, yeah, I can see how another version of you was evil.
Yeah, because she tends to be pretty self-centered about things, and she's coldly analytical and practical about some things.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I figured as much. But how do I stop him without letting him die?
He can't go berserk if he's unconscious? Just sleep dart him, repeatedly.
あなたの知る枝ではどう止めたの？
Kujo, you know her, right? The girl who was with me at the cafe?
ええ、髪の毛の長い子ね。
She has the power to steal others' artifacts, so we used her to stop him.
ああ、わかった。暴走した力が行き場を失ってところかしら。
Pretty much. He got burned up by his own flames, passed out, and then he died afterwards. Oh, I see. If I have Kujo steal the artifact before it goes out of control, would he be able to avoid self-destruction?
そうね。それが現実的ではあるわね。
Then let's... Wait, that won't work, will it? It means she would have to keep it stolen until the ambrosia's done, and that burden would be too great for her.
アーティファクトを破壊すれば時間稼ぎはできるわよ。
Oh, yeah.
おかしくなった精神は直せないけれど、能力の使用は制限できる。
I see. Well, that way Kujo were... Even if Kujo were to deactivate her ability, then... Alright. I'll talk it over with Kujo.
But how do you destroy the artifact? Do you throw it into the fires of Mount Doom?
覚悟は決めておくことね。オーバーロードの使用者である前に、あなたは一人の人間。できること
So
に
don't put the
限界
blame
はあ
on
る
me. I'll take that advice to heart. Thank you. Okay, I gotta get...
まだ話は終わりじゃないわよ。これから会うんでしょ。
Yeah, in a few hours.
それじゃ持っていきなさい。手を出して。
Ooh. I stick out my hand as she instructs, and Sophie leans over and spits out a test tube-like container.
Blech.
A silver liquid is contained inside.
The illusory body?
ええ、貸してあげる。
Sweet!
I appreciate this.
I open the lid and gulp the liquid down in a single swig.
Alrighty then.
Tastes like copper.
ためらいなく飲んだわね。感心したわ。少しだけ。
I feel like you've said something similar in another branch too. Thanks. I'll be sure to put it to good use. I imagine, by the way, I don't think we've talked about this, that they taste terrible.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I would think they would
I'm
taste
sure it's
metallic.
Yeah, metallic or just like bad medicine.
Yeah, I could see. Well, actually, it kind of makes sense because, I mean, certain medications do have traces of metals in them depending on what they are.
Or just taste like Manischewitz.
Oh, well, that's something.
Not the, what is it, blackberry one. No, I'm talking about like the grape one that tastes like cough syrup.
Yeah. Ugh. Or just generic tuss syrup, which tastes terrible. If you ever had to take it, it's just, oh god.
もう一つの方はあまり期待しないで。人を害しかねないアーティファクトは管理が厳しいのよ。
Sure. This alone should help a lot. So really, thank you.
どういたしました。それじゃ、しっかりね。
I have a question with artifacts.
I may or may not be able to answer it.
So, you have artifacts in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Could you get another version of the same artifact you have from another world?
That's a good question, I guess. Well, do artifacts have different versions? I know there are multiple Evil Eyes, but are you talking like... I'm trying to think what a good example of that would be.
Like, let's say you had two illusory body artifacts. Could you drink, like, one from this branch and one from another branch? Could you drink both and then have two?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. I guess it might depend on the artifact. Because, you know, honestly, I was kind of thinking about that not necessarily with artifacts, but with ambrosia. Like, could you take the ambrosia from one branch and put it in another branch?
Probably.
I don't know. I feel like that would be contingent on if you can pull stuff between branches, because I don't think...
Correct.
I don't know that you can pull stuff between branches, because everything that's...
We don't know that you can.
But we don't know that you can.
Correct. Like, there might be an artifact that lets you...
Do that. Yeah, maybe.
Ship things.
Instant transmission artifact. I don't know. Sophie returns to her world, and I put away my phone.
Now then.
Better hurry. Don't want to be late. There are literally lives on the line.
There are literally life on the line.
It's a lifeline.
こんばんは。
Kept you waiting, huh?
I knew it.
問題ない。どうせこれから待つことになるから。
Yeah, I guess so. Here, feel free. I've got drinks, sandwiches, and other snacks.
I just imagine he got a bunch of small packets of potato chips, and it's like, all right,
Yep.
we just have to sit here in the bushes. Crinkle. Ah, crap.
Yep.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. I just realized these are terrible stakeout foods.
Yep.
私も買ってきた。アンパンと牛乳。
Okay, no, those are actually good stakeout foods.
Mm-hmm. The cop drama stakeout staples, huh?
私、ごめんなさい。重すぎたかも。
Whoa.
お弁当作ってきちゃって。
I brought some chicken, some roast beef, a pizza.
お腹いっぱいだったら持って帰るので。
Oh wow, takeout from the stakeout.
I mean, she, like, made them.
Mhm.
So it's not even like she went to the store and, you know, I'll take 2 number 9s, a number 9 large,
None with extra dip.
34 with extra dip.
That's it. No, she's way too cheap for that.
Yeah, actually. Oh no, I'm famished, thank you. I still haven't had dinner.
Wait, didn't we go to McDonald's?
Wait, hold on. No, we went to McDonald's.
That's what I said. I realized I stumbled on the wording McDonald's.
よかった。好きなだけ
I
食
mean,
べ
I
て
guess,
ね。
judging by the name, maybe mock nuggets aren't even like a real thing.
It's actually just photosynthesized nuggets. My favorite.
私もいただこうかしら。
はい、ぜひぜひ。
Anyway, I guess we should get moving.
そうね。ここは目立ちすぎる。
Wait, having food in the park makes us stick out? Alright. We move to a more concealed corner of the park. The trees block the light from the lamppost, making it quite dark. We should be able to hide ourselves pretty well over here.
Let's wait around here. We can eat while we're at it.
そうしましょう。
私、念のためって思って。
I brought a blanket. She reaches into her bag. Well, okay.
Yep.
She reaches into her big bag and tucks out a picnic blanket.
直に座るよりいいかなって。
I'll help spread it.
ごめんね。ありがとう。
It's a very casual stakeout. Once we spread the blanket out on the ground, we place our shoes, lunch boxes, plastic bags, and all of our stuff on top of it. Then we collectively plop ourselves down. I like it.
I really do. Yeah, that's awesome. We've got a full-blown picnic now.
そうだね。場違いなものばっかり持ってきちゃったね。ごめんなさい。
I don't think anybody's going to complain.
張り詰めているより
Nobody's
ほど
gonna
いい。
complain about
い
having,
ただきます。
like, steak on the stakeout.
Yeah, really.
Same here. Thanks.
Yeah, let's see. They got rice balls. They've got, I think, cherry tomatoes, some egg. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I think that's egg. Yeah.
よかったらお手拭きもどうぞ。
Hey, thanks. You're really pulling out all the stops.
ナインボール出張版ね。
どうぞ召し上がれ。あ、紙皿と割り箸も持ってきたよ。
Thank you kindly. Much appreciated.
After wiping down my hands, I fold them in a little prayer and grab a cylinder-shaped rice ball. I know I told her I haven't eaten dinner, but I wonder how much I can actually pack down.
Okay.
I stuffed my face with a tinge of regret over trying to front on a half-full stomach. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, he was just being polite.
Mm-hmm.
Made it.
Wow, it's so good. There's just the right amount of seasoning in the rice, making the flavor hit all the right marks for me. I could wolf these bad boys down easy.
Tasty.
おいしい。全部九条さんが作ったの？
はい、あまり手の込んだの作れなくて申し訳ないんですが。
敬語やめて。仲間なんだから必要ない。
What?
It's just funny that coming from Yuuki of all people.
Yeah! It's interesting how making contact this early on really had that flip in her personality. I mean, it's still there, but...
はい、じゃなかった。わかった。
I can tell this took a lot of prep time, though. This looks like a regular feast.
ごまかすのが上手なだけかも。色鮮やかな野菜入れると華やかに見えるから。ほら、プチトマトとか。
Ah, I see. She also doesn't like tomatoes.
苦手？
I forgot about that. We talked about that once.
That's right, we did. I had forgotten, too.
少し。
Then why did you put one on your plate?
I'll eat them then.
いえ、私も食べる。
But you dislike them, right?
何年も食べてないから、今ならいけるかもしれない。
Okay, let's test this.
I've tried. I have really tried over the years to develop a taste for tomatoes, and I just... no. So many other foods I've acquired tastes for, but tomatoes are not one of them.
But you like them on a pizza, right?
I like salsa. I prefer white pizza.
That's something. Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Or if it has a pesto base. Now, I will say, it's a weird thing. I will say...
What about pasta sauce?
It depends. It can't be sweet. It has to be savory sauce.
Okay.
And I'm okay with sun-dried tomatoes, because they don't have the same consistency as...
No, they're completely different.
Yeah.
They are.
So that one's fine. Yeah, I think it's more of a texture thing than a flavor thing for me.
That makes sense.
Yeah. She grabs a cherry tomato with her chopsticks and places it on her plate. After giving it a long, hard stare down, she brings it to her mouth. Then puts it back on her plate.
You had the most sour expression on your face.
無理して食べなくても大丈夫だよ。
いただきます。
Yep, she is me. 100%.
Can I get that blah again? All right.
That was hilarious.
No dice, huh?
ここに私の皿に吐き出して。
I think that ship has sailed.
大丈夫。
Wow, she swallowed it. We're gonna say that again later.
せっかく持ってきてくれたもの吐き出せない。
The next time we'll probably be skipping over that part in the recording, so, you know.
気にしなくてもよかったのに。
そういうわけにはいかない。
She pulls out a bottle of tea from the plastic bags, quickly opens the lid, and puts it to her mouth.
大丈夫？
もう大丈夫。
I think I remember you mentioning it in another branch. Said something about them disrupting your was it? You never ate them.
Prahuzits!
プラーナ。
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that.
かなり濁った。私はもう戦えないかもしれない。
Oh, come on.
That you dislike them that much?
好きなものを口直しにどうぞ。
いただきます。
話変わっちゃうけど、他の枝って平行世界ってことだよね。
Hmm? Oh, yeah, that's right.
他の枝でもこんな風に3人で食事してたんだね。
Kind of?
Well,
And the last one.
well, there were more people present, namely my little sister and one more, a third-year student.
それがバルハラソサイエティのメンバー？
More or less. I mean, add Sophie in the mix, and that makes 6 total. That was the lineup in the branch with the best results. In the first branch, Yuuki didn't trust us.
なぜ？
Because I didn't know my power yet, and I couldn't show you my artifact.
見せなかったではなくて、見せられなかった？
It's in my body. It got in through an open wound.
It's bouncing around in there. Kind of scary, actually.
そんなこともあるんだ。
It normally isn't. It's a special circumstance, so Yuuki was suspicious as to whether I was the culprit, behind the petrification murders. Well, that was the only branch where my relationship with Yuuki was shaky, and all the other branches, she would save us in the clutch. She would always show up with impeccable timing, sort of like a hero of justice.
正義のヒーロー。
Oh, wait, probably not a simile I should use for a girl, right? Sorry.
Are you kidding? She's going to love it.
いえ、私にその記憶はないけれど、そう振る舞えていたのなら誇らしい。
I mean, you would always do the right thing, no matter what the situation. You're the very definition of a hero.
おう
Going right to her ego.
Going right to that route.
Mm-hmm.
今も生物は体内にあるの？
Yeah, should be at least.
そう。なら見せたくても見せられないわね。
I don't know. Give me a really strong magnet and maybe I can make it happen.
Pretty much. I mean, my stigma doesn't show up either, so I actually can't provide any proof that I'm a user.
Okay, now I have a weird, completely ridiculous question. Would it just come tearing out of him if he got an MRI?
I don't know, it might be equally diffused through his entire body.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, and not all metals will do that in an MRI. So,
Yeah.
今さら疑うつもりはないけれど。
一応私のアーティファクト2人に見せておいた方がいいかな。
そうね。
No, you don't have to. I mean, learning about it might turn into a weakness.
そっか。私の力みたいに見たものを奪えたりしたら。
だからこそ見せる。信頼の証に。
she pulls it out from her bag. There, on her palm, lies exactly what she told me over the phone yesterday. A silver ring.
好みでは
I
ない
was
から
really expecting the
身
one
につけたり
ring.
はしないけれど。
How is that not her style? It looks exactly like her style. Except for maybe the gems would be a slightly different color, but still.
Yeah, too bright.
リング。私のと全然違います。これなんですけど。
ゴミ飾り。衣装はどことなく似ている気がするけれど。
Well, they start out in a fluid form like mercury. Or maybe it's just easier to say it's a liquid. Anyway, they change shape based on the user.
I don't know, I think actually comparing it to Mercury is the best comparison you could, because that's exactly what I thought of the first time I heard about
Yeah, absolutely.
そうなんだ。不思議。
And just like mercury, if you drink it, 50-50.
これは異世界の物質。興味深い。オリハルコンやミスリルに類するような特殊な金属なのでしょうね。
Yeah, they're sort of like legendary weapons in a certain sense. I mean, after all, simply obtaining one unlocks special powers.
そういえば契約の解除ってどうすればいいの？
You die.
Well, there's a medicine for that. Sophie should already be preparing it by now. I think it should be ready by next month.
ソフィーという人物にも会ってみたいわね。
Ah, darn. I should have brought her along. I was just talking to her before I came here. Oh, that reminds me. I need to talk to you, Kujo.
何？
Remember that stuff I told you about the fire back at the cafe?
うん。
Could you steal his artifact with your power in advance? If you do, we can stop the fire before it ever happens.
奪うだけで大丈夫？
Well, that's it. Once you steal it, we destroy it, and you can release your power's hold on it after that.
わかった。やってみる。
家事はあさってね。
Right. I'd like to steal it by the end of class tomorrow. Granted, that choice isn't actually mine to make.
頑張ってみる。学校の人なんだよね。
A first year. He's in the same class as my sister. I think after school is our best bet at doing it. We'll have more time and then we can act freely. As soon as we steal it, we hand it to Sophie and have her destroy it. At which point, Kujo, you deactivate your ability.
渡して解除。見えていないと奪えないし、10メートルくらいまで近づかないとダメだけど、大丈夫かな？
Well, you don't need to have a visible target. As long as you know it's there, you should be able to steal it.
そうなんだね。昨日いろいろと試してみたんだけど、そっか。見えないとダメって思い込んでた。
Oh, by the way, you can steal things like that don't have a form, like memories or sight.
記憶に視力？
九条さんの力、かなり強力なようね。
みたいだね。使い方気をつけないと。とても怖い力。
I mean, at least it can't blip you out of existence.
新見君はバルハラソサイエティのメンバー全員の力を把握しているの？
What would her powers be like if they went berserk? Would she just steal everything around her, just like an aura effect of stealing?
I don't know. That's a really good question because we kind of saw hints of it at the very end of her route, but we never got to see the actual ramifications of it.
Yeah, because I get the feeling that actually she might, because of her like temperament, might actually end up being like a perfect person to fully balance her artifact.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure she would go to berserk, but like, yeah, would somebody just end up stealing everything? Just like,
I have no idea.
you know.
I mean, we heard sirens in the background too, so it's safe to assume something really bad happened, but yeah, I don't know. Just goes around stealing hearts. Literally.
Well, also, what's her name was there outside?
Ghost, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was very ambiguous.
Actually, your power is the only one I don't have a firm grasp of.
なぜ？
Well, you said it would skew the standards you set for yourself, so you didn't want to reveal it if possible. Though I have seen you use it on more than one occasion.
そう。私がそんなことを。
Well, that's why you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know that I can trust you, and that's good enough.
了解。明日、授業が終わったら、私も白線に向かう。着いた頃には済んでいるかもしれないけれど。
That's appreciated. My memories aren't going to come in handy yet at this point. And this is uncharted territory, so I'm relieved to know you'll be there.
アーティファクト身につけてたりするのかな？わかりやすい場所だと助かるね。
It should be hanging from his neck. It's a cross necklace.
十字架。うん。そこまでわかっているなら スムーズに進みそうだね。さっき新見くんが教えてくれたこと、家に帰ったら確かめてみる。
練習なら今すればいいと思ったけれど、お弁当を食べるのが目的ではなかったわね。
I was about to say, this is still supposed to be a stakeout.
And then we all go, ah, crap. And then we look over and there's like,
There's a
way in the
stone
distance, just a petrified body. And we're like, ah, crap. Redo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. I'm hoping we can settle this peacefully, but using up your stamina right now wouldn't help.
そうだね。お家でちゃんと練習しておく。
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what happens when she uses up her stamina. I remember that Haruka gets sleepy, Sora gets hungry, but I can't remember what happens with her. I can't remember if she also gets sleepy or...
Me neither.
Yeah, it's been so long.
しっかり食べておきましょう。魔眼の契約者に遅れを取らないように。
私もいただきます。嫌いなものは手をつけなくてもいいからね。
そうする。
新見くんも嫌いなものある？
Nope, I'm a human garbage disposal. I'll eat anything.
Oh. Nope, I'll eat anything.
やっぱりトマト食べる。
Why?
私だけ子供みたいでかっこ悪い。
You know what? I totally accept that. I'm cool with that.
I don't think it makes you look uncool per se.
Now, if you make a hole in one of them and stick it on your nose, that would make you look like a clown.
無理しない方が。
食べる。
Okay.
どうぞ。
いただきます。
And we're back. She grabs a cherry tomato with her chopsticks. Gives it a long, hard stare. Then takes a bite. She chews slowly. And retches in disgust.
Come on, Kujo, just told you not to force yourself.
吐き出して吐き出して。
Oh my gosh, that was great. It's now past 9 p.m. We've finished up our meals and our idle banter is coming to a close when it happens. A single female student comes into the park. She sits on a bench, playing on her phone.
彼女が
I don't know, I can't see her.
Yeah. She's the Evil Eye's first victim, or she will be if we don't do anything.
クホーの制服。ユキさん、知ってる？
いえ。
We'll wait and see what happens until Yuichi shows up.
We sit in the darkness with bated breath. Completely unlike our impromptu picnic, the air is tense. I'd give it 10 minutes at least. I say that, but we don't even wait that long. Before Yoichi comes waltzing in.
深沢くん。
彼が魔眼の契約者。
Yoichi walks into the park looking no different than usual. He approaches the female student. The girl notices Yoichi drawing near and lifts her head. He waves his hand, and she smiles back.
二人は知り合い？
そうみたいね。
While the other two observe carefully, I break out into an uncomfortable sweat. So he didn't just pick a target at random? He killed someone he knew? Someone he told to meet him? I'd been praying somewhere in my heart. Praying that Yoichi wasn't using his ability of his own volition. That his ability ran rampant and he couldn't stop it. And it was some sort of accident in the end. After all, Yoichi wouldn't choose to murder someone. At least, that was what I had hoped. However, The truth is out. It's planned. Yuichi plans on killing an innocent girl to test the Evil Eye's powers.
新見くん
You two, stay here.
一人で行くつもり？
Let me talk to him, please.
様子がおかしくなったらすぐに飛び出すから。
Got it.
I slowly stand up. I silently close the distance, one step at a time. The two are exchanging some lighthearted banter. Yuichi remains standing, and the girl looks up from the bench with her phone in one hand. I can't see Yuichi's face, but the girl seems to be happy. It's almost like a couple chatting with each other. Yuichi slowly crouches down. He reaches eye level with the girl and stares right into her face. I didn't want to believe it.
Stop this, Yuichi.
Yuichi turns around. He glares at me for interrupting him. His stigma is shining all the while.
Kakeru?
Realizing that it's me, his stigma disappears. His anger fades, and he stares at me blankly.
No more of this, Yuichi. Once you cross the line, there's no coming back. So no more.
There's a short silence. It seems Yuichi is wise to me now. He's guessed that I know everything, as well as what I'm trying to do right now.
ごまかそうとしても無駄みたいだね。
何この人誰？
もう行っていいよ。
は？
もういいから。バイバイ。
Yeah, he's still Yuichi.
ちょっと
さっさと行けって邪魔。
The female student scowls and runs off, clearly pissed.
But alive.
Yep, that's true. Yuichi doesn't even see her off as he shrugs and sighs, annoyed.
そんな怖い顔しないでよ。僕なんか悪いことした？
You were about to.
Are you seriously gonna give me that?
はあ、やっぱ知ってるのか。最悪だな。いっぱい疑問があるんだけど、こう聞くのが早いかな。なんでわかったの？僕がしようとしてたこと。
I have the power to do so.
おー、だよね。誰にも話してないし。
He gives me a big, shameless grin. You'd never guess from looking at him that he tried to commit a murder just a moment ago. I recall Takamine's words from another branch. Yuichi never fit into society's little box. And now I'm seeing that right before my eyes.
Yeah, he's just like a legit sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
Like, absolutely nothing to him.
Yeah, and I mean, he just has a very good mask that he keeps up 99% of the time.
Yeah. You invited that girl here to use the evil eye?
魔眼？ああ、この力そう呼んでるんだ。
Yeah, I have a foil edition back at home. Answer the question, Yuichi.
なわけないでしょ。呼び出したら証拠が残るし。適当にぶらついてたら知り合いを見つけただけ。ちょうどいいから試そうと思ったんだけど。
He cuts himself off and sighs yet again.
わざわざ僕を止めに来たわけ？
I did.
その子たちと一緒に？
How did you know? His gaze focuses behind me. I look to find Yuuki and Kujo right next to me. They probably came over out of concern.
深澤くん
あれ？九条さんじゃん。いつの間に仲良くなったの？
Yesterday.
Well, who cares about that right now?
よくないでしょう。ずっと女っ気なかったカケルが両手に花なんて興味津々だよ。
It is amazing to me how his personality just switches on a dime.
Yeah, well, it actually makes sense. Like, for him using the power to kill somebody is nothing.
That's true.
It's no different from like, I'm trying to think of like a thing that you know.
You don't really think about the repercussions. Like, you find a penny on the ground and you just like, oh, hey, penny.
Hey, a penny. Or like people who like kill spiders or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Just whack. Like, well, it's not going to interrupt your day.
Yeah, that's true.
私も九条さんも生物の契約者。ただ彼に同行しただけ。あなたを止めるため。あるいは裁くために。
裁くって、まるで悪者だな、僕。
Well...
違うというの。
実際何もしてないし。
Okay, well, he does have a point.
I mean, slightly, because it's like somebody pulling out a gun, pointing it at somebody, then getting stopped and being like, hey, I didn't fire it yet.
It's a thing. That doesn't mean it's okay.
言葉よりその目が一番効くね。哀れまれてる感じ？何か理由があるはずだって。そんな目。
Nope, there's no reason. I was bored.
だって深澤くんは明るい人で。
いいよ、そういうの。めんどくさい。カケルは全部知ってるみたいだし、今さら取り繕っても言い訳しても無駄だし。どういう力？心が読めるとか？
Or something.
No, I just know. I know that if I leave you be, you're gonna kill a lot of people.
予知みたいな？すごいね。そっちの力が欲しかったかも。また怖い顔して。わかってるわかってる。もうしないよ。
口だけならどうとでも言える。
Actually, I feel like he probably won't try anything at this point because he knows he can't get away with it easily.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, yes, he is a sociopath, but he very much values his own
Well-being.
survival.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like he said, he didn't even invite somebody because he knew it might get traced back to him. So he's thinking it through.
Yeah, he is.
手口がバレてるのに好き勝手やるほどバカじゃないよ。
There it is. It's cold, but it's practical.
Yeah.
せっかくの力だから使ってみようと思ったんだけどね。まあ仕方ないか。まだある？お説教とかは勘弁してほしいんだけど。
Actually, this might turn into a best-case scenario because he probably won't fight us because he doesn't think he has a chance. And I mean, he doesn't have the other abilities, so there you go.
I've got other matters to discuss and questions to ask.
明日でいい？そっちの子、かけるより怖い顔してるんだもん。居心地悪くてたまんないよ。
All right.
ほら、めっちゃ睨んでくる。
Let me ask you one thing.
何？
Did a plushy-looking thing get in contact with you?
ぬいぐるみ？何言ってんの？
Okay, cool. Never mind then.
If not, then don't worry.
わかるように言ってよ。何の話？
There is someone who wants your artifact, or the power it holds, and they might show up at your doorstep in due time. Don't let your guard around them. They're dangerous.
よくわかんないけど、アーティファクトね。あのアニメから撮ったのかな？確かに似てるね。覚えとくよ。それじゃあね、かける。また明日。
Cool, we can be pseudo-friends. Yuichi waves with a cheerful smile. He flashes that smile at Yuuki and Kujo too. Then he turns around and leaves.
なんなのあの人。
ごめんなさい。私やっぱり実感が、あの深澤くんが人を殺そうとしていたなんて、最後までいつも通りだった。
だからこそ私は君の悪さを感じた。スティグマが浮かんでいた。 力を使おうとしていたのは明白。自白と取れる発言もあった。それなのに普通すぎる。悪意も罪悪感も恐怖も何も感じなかった。
Right, sociopath.
息をするように平然と人を害することができる。
Yeah, it was just
私はあの人と
a matter of fact.
決して相入れることはない。
Yeah.
It was literally nothing personal.
Yeah, literally. It's like a much smaller version of this is I had a friend who pulled the fire alarm once at my middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And when they brought him in and were like, "Why did you pull it?" Because it was there.
It's annoying, it's inconvenient, it's against what we're told to do, but some people just don't have that sense of right and wrong. They're just like, well, I wanted to see what happened. And that's Yoichi's mentality. To him, it's just an experiment. He's like, I've got this ability, I may as well just try it.
Well, let's just see how it do.
Does that mean it's good? No. No,
No.
it is terrible. It's inhumane, but that doesn't mean anything to him.
It does make sense why that artifact would choose him.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, it is, as kind of got established last game, there is really no way to use that artifact
In a benign way, yeah.
in a good way. Yeah, it is just naturally an evil thing that will kill people.
Mhm.
So the artifact would attach itself to someone like that who would use it.
強くそう感じた。
平然と人を。
本当に仲間にするつもり？
He's important to me as a friend. So I don't want to say this, but I don't think I could ever trust him even if we did team up with him. Making him a teammate isn't going to happen.
But you can make sure he's not a threat.
でしょうね。
On the other hand, we have no reason to fight each other so long as he doesn't kill anyone.
Him and his damn neutrality.
What makes a man
何
turn
にせよ
neutral?
監視は必要ね。野放
Is he
しには
born
できない。
neutral? Or does he have neutralness thrust upon him?
In this case, he had neutralness thrust upon him.
もうしないって言ってくれたけれど、
信じられる？
ごめんなさい。わからない。でも、信じたいなって。
Actually, I do believe genuinely
それでいいのかもしれないよね。
Iris
疑り
does
深い
not
人間だ
contact
けで
him.
はバランスが悪
I
い。
don't think he will do anything.
No, probably not. Well, and even at this point, I mean, he was wary of Iris to begin with, and now I won't say that he trusts Kakeru per se, but for some reason he does consider him a friend. I think the only reason he became an enemy was because Kakeru was running contrary to his plans, his machinations. In this situation, he really didn't have fully fleshed out
Yeah.
plans. He was just trying it out, but since he already got caught, he's like, well, that's the end of that then.
I still think there's probably something she could offer him,
Maybe.
but I don't know. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe he's just like, you know.
I mean, that's really the only way she could win him over. She would have to make it worth his while. Otherwise, he'd be like, nah, screw you. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I know Kakeru.
私、人の悪意とかそういうものに鈍感なのかもしれない。ごめんなさい。
癖？あなたは謝りすぎる。もっと自分に自信を持った方がいい。
ごめんなさい。気をつけます。
Defaulted right back to it.
Guess we should go home. I mean, we've met our goal for the time being.
そうね。お疲れ様。
Yeah. Same to you. And thanks for the food, Kujo. It was great.
お疲れ様でした。
I'll walk you to the station. Oh, wait. You rode here by bike, right?
あっちに止めてあるよ。
送ってもらう必要はない。一人で帰れる。
She walks a lonely road, the only one that she has ever known.
Until this route.
True.
Oh, sure. Well then, I guess we're all dismissed. Kujo, I'll call you later. We'll talk about tomorrow.
家事のことだね。わかりました。
Okay. Take care. Good job tonight.
さようなら。
また明日。
After I watch the two walk off part of the way, I get on the road back home myself. There won't be any more petrification cases. Destiny has completely branched off.
Sophie, you here?
ええ。
Sophie appears as soon as I call her.
I have a favor to ask.
魔眼の子ならちゃんと見てるわよ。
Oh, I see. Thanks. If he seems up to no good, then...
伝えるわよ、当然。私では止められないから。
Yeah, please do.
それだけ？
That's it.
Okay, bye. As soon as I nod, Sophie vanishes. I don't like being suspicious and keeping tabs. But I just can't bring myself to think about this positively.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Yuichi was really murdering people in the other branches. I can only pray that Yuichi won't turn to a life of crime. I sincerely hope that things have branched off in a positive direction. We'll find out. Well, he seems pretty casual. Also, I think this is a good place to stop this episode.
Yep.
All right. So we had a delightful picnic, and we successfully thwarted a murder. And maybe have neutralized Yuichi as a threat. Well, neutralized might be a little placated. Yuichi as a threat might be better. We'll find out, though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be kind of walking a tightrope with him for a little while until we can confirm. I have no idea, though. It really could go either way. Also, I'm curious to see if the entire focus for the next episode is going to be preventing the flame-wielding guy from turning into toast.
I bet it will be, because that's their whole plan.
Yeah. I think that's all I've got. Do you have anything else?
It'll be really interesting seeing how they... Because I assume they're going to be successful in that.
Probably, yeah.
So then everything's different. From that, we know nothing about what would happen after that. So that's going to be really interesting.
I think the next order of business will be bringing Sora into the fray, and then after that, probably Kozuka.
Yeah. Haruka.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, though. I mean, I guess the order could be flipped, but considering that Sora manifests her powers shortly after the flame incident, I think that's probably most likely.
Yeah.
I think Haruka's going to be the last one. And then we'll have our merry band together. And then Iris will probably show up. I do wonder if Renya's going to get involved.
I was literally about to mention that. We could technically recruit him.
That is true, but I feel like we have to get, well, because he's loyal to Yoichi, but if Yoichi doesn't share powers or anything like that, I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, if Yoichi's not... Because he doesn't have the thingy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the spears or the illusory body.
He does. Yeah. So he's not, like, creating a duo or trio to kind of do his work for him while he's away from the fray. So yeah, maybe he never tells Renya about his powers in this branch at all.
But Renya is one of the 9. So
yeah. So he is needed.
He's going to get involved somehow. I'm just not sure how. I feel like we probably canceled out Rig Veda at this point, but I don't know. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing out.